Assalamu alaikum guys, and hello, welcome to your Reason channel. If you are new, please remember to subscribe. If you are coming back to this channel, thank you so much for coming back and bringing more subscribers. So before we start, if you guys can hear any echo, it's because I'm in an empty room and I'm here because the lighting is legit. So if I was to rank my level of growth based on the past years, I'd say 2021 was a year where I experienced a lot of mental growth. Alhamdulillah, and it didn't come on a silver plate. It came because of the tough times we went through, because of the big moments we experienced after the tough times. Yeah, and Alhamdulillah, the most important thing is that we got through it and we are still alive and we are still sane, you know. People lose their mind because of tough times. But Alhamdulillah, here we are sharing the lessons with the world. Yeah, so let's get started. With me are 10 lessons and I want you guys to create room for adjustment just in case we increase the 11th or the 12th or the 13th lesson. So lesson number 1 from the year 2021 is that not all relationships will last eternity. Some will end on the way and it's not your fault. People can live your life not because they have bad intentions with you, but because things are piling up. They have so much responsibilities and they are struggling to accommodate you, okay? The second thing is that people might walk out of your life because you caused them pain, okay? And they want to go out so that they can learn to forgive you again, so that they can understand and heal whatever from whatever happened. The third thing, people can walk out of your life. No, it should be you can walk out of people's lives because maybe people don't value you the way you should be valued, okay? Maybe people see you as a worthless thing, even though you are the most precious thing they are having, but then they don't see your value, okay? And when you're in that situation where your value is not appreciated, you don't need to look at how everything started. You have to look at what is happening at that moment and choose to value yourself. Choose to find people who are going to value you because you are valuable. So that is lesson number 1. Not all relationships are meant to last eternity. Some relationships are going to be cut off due to responsibility or because people want time to forgive you, or you might walk out of people's lives because people don't appreciate your value. Lesson number 2. If you leave something for the sake of Allah, Allah is going to substitute it with something that's better. Now, you know what you should give up, okay? You know what isn't right, but you keep on going back and doing it. And you want to quit, you want to stop doing it, but then you don't know how life is going to be without this thing that you're accustomed to going to each and every time. But I want to assure you that if you leave that thing, whatever it is that is wrong that you keep on doing, just know that something better is there for you. 2021, I had to give up something that wasn't good, okay? And I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to mention it, but Alhamdulillah, through giving up that thing that wasn't right now I have something that I never thought I would have. And I don't want to talk about it too. Maybe I'll talk about it some other day, but if you ever give up on something bad for the sake of Allah, just know that Allah is going to, like, that is a deal. You drop this bad thing and you get something better than what you gave up on. Lesson number 4, reset your life whenever you feel like you should reset it. People are always going to have expectations from you. They are going to predict how your life should go and why it should be that way. If that makes sense to you and you agree with it, do it. But if you think that you need to reset your life, do it, because at the end of the day, you came to this world alone, okay? And you're going to leave this world alone. And if you keep doing something that doesn't bring you happiness and you keep on doing it, because if you reset your life, people are going to notice, people are going to talk, people are always going to say something, okay? You have to choose you have to do the right thing. If you want to make a change in your life, you have to do it because it's meaningful. You have to do it because it's going to make you content, happy. It's going to make you grow close to your maker. So it doesn't matter what we say. All that matters is how this reset, how this life change is going to impact your state of happiness and your relationship to Allah. So reset your life whenever you feel like it. Delete that status you just uploaded if you think it's not right for it to be there. Make that Instagram post a draft if you're not sure you should be posting it. Like, learn to do things for you, for your own happiness, for the relationship you have with Allah. Don't do things because of how people are going to perceive you. Your main focus should be that relationship between you and Allah. And if you fix that relationship, all other relationships are going to be okay. Lesson number 5. 2021 taught me that listening could be the solution to somebody else's confusion. You don't always have to say something when somebody wants to talk to you. Sometimes all somebody needs is you to listen and say, I understand you. So I learned that the hard way, and I'm this person who was previously always looking to say something, but then 2021 taught me that sometimes you can just keep quiet, listen to someone, understand their emotions, and tell them you understand them. And that can be a big solution than you telling this person what they should be doing. 2021 taught me that silence is gold. 2021 taught me that listening to someone has as much value as talking to them, or listening has a bigger value than you trying to talk things out with someone when all they need is listen. Talk only when you think you should talk, but let's also learn to listen. Like, pay attention to the people you love, to the people who come to you with issues. Sometimes that's all they need. They don't need your advice. The idea that I stopped people pleasing majority of the time. So this will explain why most of the lessons will relate to how not to be a people pleaser. So the 6th lesson I took from 2021 is that you need to explain yourself sometimes, okay? But you need to explain yourself to people who want to understand you. You don't have to explain yourself to somebody who is trying to prove you wrong. Just keep quiet. Walk away. Give them time. Let them realize that you are precious. Let them realize that they were fighting the wrong person, a person that they should be taking sides with instead of fighting, okay? So when respect isn't served, just walk away peacefully. Give people time. Don't be rude. Be the matured one, obviously, but stay away for a while. Stay away. These people are going to come back to your life once they see your value. And I still emphasize, explain yourself to people who want to understand you, people who see the best in you, people who might be doubting you, but they know deep down you have done something wrong, but they are willing to understand you and take you in. Don't waste your time trying to explain yourself to somebody who is trying to prove you wrong. Instead, walk away and give them time to do their assignment. Discover what is truly precious in you. Don't explain yourself to somebody who is trying to prove you worthless. Just walk away. Give them time. Let them realize that you are precious and let them come back on their own. So this is the 7th lesson. The 7th lesson I learned the hard way in 2021 is that people die, and when they die, they don't come back. Now, It's not that I haven't I haven't lost people through death, but 2021 was a year where I lost very close people, one after another. And at some point, I thought it wasn't real. I thought maybe I'd see them, But then you realize that people die. Like when you lose somebody close to you, you realize that death is real. And when people die, they never come back. No matter how much you might want them to come back. And you're going to live with that pain. And you've got to embrace it. You've got to give yourself time. It's going to hurt. But that pain you feel is an indication that they left, but you still love them. Yeah, so 2021 is a year where I realized that people really die, and sometimes they might not be sick. They can just sleep and wake up the next day and know. People die and they never come back. The 8th lesson from 2021 is the little things that matter. Keep your promises, and if you fail to keep your promises, make up for it. Apologize. Speak your truth. Show up for the people who love you and let them know that you love them back. Show up for the people who value you. Life is too short to let your ego control you. It's the little things that matter, and you need to do them to the people you love and to the people who value you. Lesson number 9. Just because you're going through the toughest times of your life doesn't mean you deserve to die or you should die. There were times in 2021 when life was so hard, and the next thought that was in mind was, I just want to meet Allah, and all this that is going on in this world doesn't matter to me. It's a lot to handle, and if dying is going to help, then Allah should bring it upon me. Those were some of the thoughts when things got really tough. But then I came to realize that just because we are going through the toughest times doesn't mean that we deserve to die. Sometimes those tough times are meant to bring the best version in us, to open doors that were closed, doors that we never thought of, and they hold great keys to our happiness and contentment. The last lesson, one of the greatest things I have learned in 2021 is that all you need to achieve sometimes is sanity, peace of mind, contentment, and happiness. No matter what you're fighting, people can expect you to be a star at some point in your life. And they might devalue you just because you didn't become the star they wanted you to become. And I want you to know that your value is not based on the material stuff. Your value is also based on your state of happiness, your state of contentment, and the people who are willing to see that in you, the people who value you even if you don't achieve what you wanted to achieve. Okay? So sometimes all you need to achieve is sanity and peace of mind. You might not get the 100K subscribers that you wanted to get. You might not get the millions of money, that status, those results you wanted to achieve. You might not get that, but that doesn't mean that you're worthless just because you are not able to achieve something materialistic. Your value is still there and you still matter no matter what you are. So your biggest achievement sometimes is just being able to stay sane, happy, content. Okay guys, wow, that was quite a long talk, but yeah, those are some of the lessons I took from the year 2021, and I'm glad I shared them with you guys. So if you guys have any lessons you took from 2021, please comment below on how 2021 was to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bring in more subscribers, support a sister, drop those likes and comments. Yeah, and Ma salam.